days away. Have you heard? Early voting already underway in many states across the country, raising serious questions about the extent of possible voter fraud. Eric Sean's on that story live in our newsroom here in New York. Should they be concerned? Is there any reason, Eric?
Well, it seems that some voter fraud cases are already piling up this election season. Take Tennessee. That's where Joanne Cronin has been indicted in a vote-buying case. The prosecutor there saying, quote, "For too long, this sort of criminal activity has been accepted as part of life. It will no longer be tolerated." Meanwhile, in Connecticut, State Representative Christiana Ayala has been indicted on 19 voter fraud charges, while in Texas, 2 pled guilty on buying votes with cash and cocaine, while in Rhode Island, police are investigating several voter fraud allegations there. Some analysts admit voter fraud happens, but say it's not as widespread as many fear.
I think that the threat of voter fraud is often exaggerated. That said, where it happens, it's quite serious. And I certainly don't condone it where it happens, and it's important to be vigilant against it.
Well, a Maryland voter watchdog group is suing that state, accusing it of letting tens of thousands of non-citizens illegally vote, Bill.
So what are the authorities saying about this? What would they do to stop voter fraud?
Well, there are a variety of actions they can take, and election officials say they are ready. We talked to Nevada Secretary of State Ross Miller. He's a Democrat and has long investigated voter fraud. Miller prosecuted the activist group Acorn for illegal voter registrations and other cases. He says he started an election integrity task force. That is a model, he says, for the nation, noting voter fraud threatens the very fabric of our democracy.
There's nothing more sacred than maintaining integrity in the electoral process to make sure that people have confidence in the democratic process. So you have to have a very diligent system set up to make sure that you can detect fraud where it happens and go after those individuals that commit those crimes aggressively.
Recent cases in Nevada involved illegal immigrant voting, double voting, and candidates who were not even eligible to run, Bill.
Wow. Eric, thanks. Eric Sean, stay on it here in New York. Thanks.